the real deal.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Real Deal Airsoft. My name is Jake, one of your favorite Airsoft YouTube techs, and in this episode I have a cool, spicy build video for you guys. But it's not just any build video, it's a special one to me because this is the first build video for YouTube that we're showcasing some new tech work that the Real Deal Airsoft company is now capable of doing. It's laser engraving work, it's really amazing. As well, this build isn't just for anyone, it's for another content creator on YouTube, and he's actually a content creator for Airsoft. So anyone that supports Airsoft, I support them. It's for BlurTV. He's defying the laws of censorship and defying the laws of the universe. I don't know how he's doing it, but shout out to you, man. Keep pumping out that addictive, satisfying Airsoft content. And from seeing his videos, I saw this G&G SSG-1 collecting dust in the background. It was a dust collector. So I hit him up and said, you know what, I know those internals like the back of my hand. Send that thing out to the Real Deal and let's start clapping cheeks. So a couple of the build goals was one, to achieve a really snappy trigger response, to get the FPS a little bit more dialed in to field limits, and to increase the rate of fire. I wanted him to feel the Real Deal cheek clappage abilities. So let's get into it and talk about the build details. First, let's talk about the externals, the elephant in the room, and the obviousness. The laser engraving. So I designed my own artwork and my own templates, and one of the first designs I ever created was the Real Deal Damascus, which is what we have on the dust cover. It's absolutely beautiful, and on the inside of the dust cover, there was one in the chamber. So on the inside of the dust cover, we got the logos, TS BlurTV, and the Real Deal Airsoft. Bolt catch on the SSG-1 check. It works. Moving to the rear, we have one of my newer templates, which is called the Real Deal Triangles. Pretty simple. You probably would have guessed that one.
Wow.
And let's talk about the internals, what we have going on here. So internally, we have 18:1 ratio gears with the SHS dual sector gear. And we are utilizing the cutoff lever in here because which MOSFET we're using? The Perron ETU plug-and-play MOSFET, which is stored right here. So something about that cutoff lever and the SHS dual sector gear. In this particular gearbox, the cam on the back of the sector gear was a little bit too long and would overpress the cutoff lever, and it wouldn't actually let it cycle. So I had to reduce the length of those cams just a little bit, so I had to modify the gear for it to work, and we did that, no problem. So we have a DSG gear set in here, G&G 25K motor. We have FLT bushings inside of here. For you guys that are like budget friendly or want to do budget builds, which I don't personally recommend, if you want to cut a corner, it's not really cutting a corner, FLT bushings, we carry them on the website, www.therealdealairsoft.com. You heard. They're like around $20. Those bushings are made of steel and they're amazing quality. It's not cutting a corner. It's really good. We have the G&G tappet plate that's been modified for DSG spec. Which tappet plate spring we're using? The Real Deal Super Tappet Spring. For you guys that are building DSGs and you don't want to sit there and modify the tappet return spring and poke a hole in your thumb, just grab the Real Deal Super Tappet Springs on the website. They're a direct drop-in. You don't have to do any modification at all. For the piston, we have a Generation 4 Real Deal Performance piston assembly in this bad boy. Stock cylinder head with the Teflon Don mod done. We have an SHS aluminum nozzle. We kept the stock G&G hop unit because the air seal is absolutely amazing. It's ridiculous. Like, it's really good. It's rotary, so we definitely kept that. As well, in the hop unit, we took off the stock spring and we used Real Deal in the barrel stabilizer O-rings. And what that is it actually puts tension, the perfect tension, on the hop unit to press it and fix it against the gearbox. This creates an amazing air seal. Pretty soon after I stop yapping your ear off, we're going to see performance before and after. And in the before, we're going to look at the FPS and we're going to see, we go DSG. Are we going to gain FPS? We're going to have the same FPS, or we're going to have an FPS problem. We're going to see at the end of the video. Moving down to the trigger, I short stroke the trigger, which kicks it a little bit closer to the micro switch. And in order for your safety lever to work, you have to modify the safety lever, remove material, because again, if the trigger's canted forward, there's less space for it to come up, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta modify that thing. TS Blur, when your replica came in, you had a booty, faulty micro switch in your ETU, your electronic trigger unit. So your micro switch, it wasn't firing every single time when we were pulling the trigger during testing. And when I inspected it, as you'll see right now, the switch doesn't return. It's like moving in a circle. It doesn't return to its reset positions. So I ordered a new ETU for you, installed that in, and we're good to go. Moving towards the rear, being that the buffer tube is a mess and the way G&G designed the original wiring was wires came in and there was these connectors that connected into more wires that connected into the MOSFET that went back down. So I basically overrided all that stuff. The MOSFET's in there, the MOSFET's the fuse. So from the MOSFET, I ran custom wiring out into the buffer tube, and here we are. So all in all, this build is really snappy, really crispy. Soon in the video, there's going to be a chronograph, a shooting test, and before and after demonstration here. So TS Blur, if you like this build, let a brother know. And if any of you guys watching this video have questions or are curious about this build, this plastic ball spherical thrower, please let me know. Drop a comment down below. And yeah, guys, let's get into it.
Nice car.
It's probably pre-cocked because these MOSFETs aren't that intelligent. They don't really have too much active braking going on. And it has a super torquey motor from factory. Fuck! Alright boys, 0.2 BBs, 11.1 Lion. 340-ish, 1.8 joules, around 21 RPS, max at 22 RPS. So we're gonna try and make this thing go burr burr. So the goal is to beat 21 RPS. That's the goal. Very nice. 0.2 gram BBs. I actually have 0.2s right now. Pretty crazy, I know. 380 at 1.35 joules. Goal is sub 1.4 joules, so we're right there. 386, 388, 383, 387, 384, 387, 387, 389, 388, 388, 386, 390, 388. Fuck! Do it.
Nice car.
Alright, boys. I hope I didn't break it. 40 RPS on that. Alright, boys, we're going to be aiming at that tree over there. We're maybe like 180 feet away or so. It's pretty far out. We got like 0.25 EBs in here. Didn't adjust the hop, but we'll see what we can do. Going on camera. You guys see that? Alright, I'm gonna shoot a little higher up. Alright boys, it pretty much wraps up this build. To grab your performance upgrade parts, hit up therealdealairsoft.com. I'll see you on the field. Stay clapping cheeks, you heard?
The real deal.